Hey everybody, Mr. Mac here. In today's video, we're going to look at 2.2 linear equations. We're going to solve in one variable, and we're going to take a look at some rational equations. Rational equations are equations where we have at least one variable appearing in one of the denominators. We'll see that after a couple of examples here. Example 1, solving an equation in one variable. Solve the following. 2x plus 7 equals 19. Okay, so we are trying to isolate x here. So we're going to undo the add 7 by subtracting it, and then the multiply 2 by dividing it, and we get x equals 6. Nice little easy warm-up for us. Example 2, solve an equation algebraically when the variable appears on both sides. Okay, so first thing we want to do here is we want to clear these parentheses here by distributing. So distribute 4 times x, 4 times negative 3, negative 5 times x, negative 5 times 6. Okay, now we want to add like terms. So the negative 12 and the 12 are going to cancel. 15 and a minus 30 is going to be negative 15. Let's get our x's together. So I have to take it across the equal sign, so we have to undo the operation, do the inverse. 9x equals negative 15. Now I have to divide by 9. Negative 15 and 9 have a common factor, which is 3. So I can rewrite this as 3 times negative 5 and 3 times 3. 3's divide out. Okay. And my final answer is negative 5 over 3. Example 3, solving a rational equation. So here we go. We have a variable in the denominator. This is an irrational expression in an equation. So I'm going to rewrite this. We want to clear this fraction here. And there's two things that we want to keep in mind here, the LCD and excluded values. So, when we divide by a variable, we must make sure that we're not dividing by 0. So x cannot be 0 in this case, because that would cause a divide by 0, and that we cannot do in math. So we will use the lowest common denominator to clear these fractions. So we have 2x, 3x, and 3. The lowest common denominator is 6x. So we're going to multiply everything here through by 6. Let's add an x to that. 6x is our LCD. And now we're going to simplify each expression here. So 6x divided by 2x is 3. 6x divided by 3x is 2. And 6x divided by 3 is 2x. So let's multiply through. Equals 44x. And simplify. Okay, isolate x, divide 44 to both sides. And I factored out the common factor. X is 1/4. Okay. Okay, example 4, solving rational equation without factoring. First of all, I want to find if there are any excluded values. And there is 1, which is 0. X cannot be 0. Now I want to find the LCD because I want to clear these fractions. So I have x, 2, and 2x. So my LCD is going to be 2x. So I'm going to rewrite my equation, and then I'm going to multiply everything through by 2x. And that will cancel all the denominators. and leave me with 4 minus 3x equals 7. And now we're just going to subtract 4 from both sides and then divide by negative 3. And I'm going to get x equals negative 1. And that's it for that one. Solve a rational equation by factoring the denominator. Okay, so I have x10 and 4x. I'm trying to find the LCD here, and sometimes factoring can help us find all the parts. So I know I need an x, I need a 2 and a 5 factor, and I have two 2's here and an x. So I'm going to need two 2's, a 5, and an x. In other words, I need 20x. So I'll rewrite our equation here, and we're going to multiply by 20x through everything. So let's simplify each term. Let's divide out here. $20 equals 2x minus 15. Add 15 to both sides. Divide by 2. X is 35 over 2. And our excluded value is 0 because we cannot divide by 0 in the denominator. Okay, last example, we got 2 here in this part. We've got a binomial in the denominator. So the binomial is a factor that we're going to use in this problem. First of all, let's take a look at the excluded value, 0 and 6. We cannot use because we get divided by 0. We have no common factors in our denominator, so we're just going to multiply by both x and x minus 6. Going to distribute. $5x minus 30, and I get negative 2x equals negative 30. Divide by negative 2, x is 15. On this next one right here, our excluded value is going to be x equals 3, because that would give us 0 in the denominator. Our LCD is going to be 2 and x minus 3 together. So I'm going to rewrite this and then multiply through everything by the LCD. And then I'm going to simplify each part of the expression. The x minus 3's cancel. 2. Now I'm going to multiply through here. Don't forget this negative here. Be careful. Distribute that negative into that binomial. Let's isolate our x's. And we get 13 over 3. And that is it. So I hope that makes sense, and we'll tackle the practice set next. See ya.